Hey there folks, Scottsdale Travel Chick Sidekick here to tell you about beautiful Isla Grande, the largest island in the Rosarios off the coast of Colombia. It's an ideal overnight trip from Cartagena. Many people just take the day trip to these islands, but you just can't experience all the islands have to offer without an overnight stay. We'd highly recommend it. You'll get a much more secluded experience with most of your time spent without all the day trippers trouncing around. Okay, so you've decided to stay overnight, but which island should you stay at? Well, there are a number of islands with lodging options, and for some smaller islands, you can even rent out the entire island. That's pretty cool. But if you want a mix of seclusion and activities, there's really only one choice, Isla Grande. It's the largest island in the Rosarios, and it has by far the most activities. So how do you get here? Well, almost everyone takes a shared boat from the primary port in Cartagena. El Muela Bordeguata, something like that, as you can see here. There are many boats which travel to the islands every day, but they all leave in the morning around 8 to 9 a.m. and all return around 3 p.m. each day. All right, babe, where are we at?
We're at La Bordegueta, and we are at Dock 4 to take one of these boats over to the island to stay the night.
What island are we going to?
Isla Grande.
The cost of the round-trip voyage is about $40 US per person, including port fees. The trip takes about 1 hour. Where to stay? There are perhaps 10 to 15 lodging options on Isla Grande, but most are very close to hostel level lodging, and not all have AC. So there are only a couple of options which I would consider decent hotel quality level, and spending a lot of time researching, we narrowed our choices down to two. Gente del Mar Resort, which I show here, and Hotel San Pedro de Majagua, which I'll come to in a minute. They're right next to each other on the island. Gente del Mar is a nice place, bigger than most on the island, and gives off a hipster-style feel. We visited and it seemed quite nice, but pictures of the room didn't look so great, and there were quite a few day trippers, so we decided to stay at Hotel San Pedro. It's definitely the classiest place in the island, and more for grown-ups. They have some nice rooms, but we decided to upgrade to a bungalow, and we were really glad we did. In addition to the beautiful bungalows, the food was good and reasonably priced. They have an on-site massage, and the service was excellent. Plus, the local diving operation for the island, called Diving Planet, also operates directly off their dock. Here are a few pics of the beautiful grounds, as well as an animal friend we made one morning. So we're just having breakfast, but we have this huge iguana up here right above our heads. Lastly, here's a drone shot coming in from the reef toward the waterfront of the hotel. Finally, let's touch on all the things you can see and do while visiting Isla Grande. Take a look here because we aren't going to cover them all, as we certainly couldn't do them all in one overnight stay. However, here's a taste of some of the things we did do. A 2-hour circle the island boat tour with a local captain. We're gonna take Humberto here and his little boat. And we're gonna go for a 2-hour round the island cruise, a few snorkeling, and hopefully see Escobar's ruins. You'll circle the island and see the various lodging options, which are almost all centered on the water's edge. Bora, kind of a beach club slash hotel, but more day beach club. And this is Cocolizo Resort, another somewhat popular. I guess it's big. It says they're open now, but I don't see really anybody there. It's a shame. Most of the east side of the island is mangroves. Mangroves, of which you can take a tour inside here, kayak or a canoe tour through the mangroves, and a bike ride combination. In the mangroves area is also the lagoon, where you can take a nighttime swim in a bioluminescent bay. So this is Laguna Entada, which is also the bioluminescent bay. So at night, on a dark night without a moon, you can jump into this little dock here and swim around and see the water light up around you. One area on the south side of the island has the ruins of Pablo Escobar's old drug mansion. Over 200 rooms. It's a ruin now, and you can't easily visit on foot, but you can see it by boat, like we did. So on this side is kind of a little bar at the edge of the ruins. Maybe this is his guest house area down here. And that here was part of the main area.
It's a huge house.
Just an interesting point that you can't find this ruin on Google Maps. And purposely, the Colombian government doesn't want you to visit it and doesn't really want to promote it. I wonder why. Okay, perhaps the highlight of our time on the island were the couple of snorkeling trips we took. You don't really have to go far. In fact, most of our time was spent just a couple of 100 yards directly out from our hotel. Here's some of the video. So this was our boat with Edilberto, and babe, tell us about your snorkeling this morning. How was that?
Really good.
Yeah.
The way over there.
Best stuff is out near that little island, just to the left.
There's huge pieces of coral, and you can swim through the coral, and the fish are all around you. Huge schools of blue, purple, and little tiny small silver.
Yeah. Here's a quick top-down video of that area we did a lot of snorkeling in. It was really beautiful, and we were the only ones there both of the times that we went out. It was awesome. There you have it, a little taste of our time on Isla Grande. We hope we were able to give you some good information on how to get there, where to stay, and all the things you can do while visiting. If you liked our video, please comment and give us a thumbs up. It really helps. Overall, our short trip to Isla Grande was awesome. We'd have to say this one-night stay was the highlight of our overall Cartagena trip. If there's only one excursion you do while visiting Cartagena, make it a trip to Isla Grande. Until next time, see you later.